How to bind old user's SID to new user to remain Ntfs file ownership and permissions after freshly reinstall of Windows. Each time we reinstalled Windows, it will create a new SID for user even the username is as same as before. The annoying problem after reinstall is Ntfs file ownership and permissions on hard drive disk are still associated with old user's SID. I want to keep the ownership and permission setting of Ntfs files, then want to let the new user take the old user's SID, so that I can access files as before without permission problem. The cackles command line tool can't be used in such situation, because the file does belongs to new user, so it will failed with access is denied error. And it can't change ownership. Even if I can change the ownership via Subarnacle tool, cackles can't remove the old user's permission because the old user does not exist on new installation, and can't copy the old user's permission to new user. So, can we simply bind old user's SID to new user on the freshly installed Windows? Sample test batch.
There is no supported way to change the computer's SID or to change the SID of a local account so that it does not match that of the computer. The wording of your question implies that you are reinstalling the operating system frequently, which you shouldn't need to do. If you are having repeated issues which require a reinstallation, it may be worth figuring out what is causing them rather than just reinstalling each time. Certain groups use well-known SIDs, which means they do not change when the computer is reinstalled. So you may make your problem simpler by choosing permissions ahead of time so that they use these groups. Some of these groups that might be useful include administrators, power users, authenticated users, and interactive. One slow but easy way of resetting permissions for an entire folder tree is to copy it. This must be run from an elevated command prompt. Using the /v option makes robocopy use restore privilege to bypass security on the files. Create C:\new copy before you start and set the permissions as desired. You can use this command to delete the original folder after you've copied it.
You could use sedicle to replace the orphaned SIDs with a new one. For example, use the following to replace your old SID with the new one.